May the gods keep the wolves in the hills and the women in our beds.
Hey! Is this heaven? No. It's Iowa.
Guys! It's okay, he just wanted his machete back!
Well, hello, sexy monkeys. Welcome back to Sky Gene Experience. I'm Ben. It is that time to rank all Friday the 13 movies. They are 12 so far in the franchise. And when are we going to get that number 13th? No fucking idea. Why? Because they are, well, they just got done being in court for God knows how long. And they're still pretty much split in half with who gets what. And I don't see one being done anytime soon. So we have a ranking of all the Friday 13 movies for you sexy monkeys out there. Personally, it's my number 2 favorite horror franchise of all time behind Halloween. And no, my channel really haven't had no Halloween stuff on there because I'm saving it for pretty much October. October is going to be nothing but Halloween stuff. So I'm just biding my time till I get to my franchise. But until then, Friday 13, batter up, baby. I'm going to be ranking them just like any other person, how they rank them from the lowest to the highest. And we all know who's in last place here. And, well, you guessed it. Yep, Jason Goes to Hell, the final Friday.
Holy Mother of God. Get the dagger!
What a shit turd that is. Seriously, that was like 1993. Was that right? No. Yeah. What a fucking shit turd.
This makes a whole new patty, hence the 2-for-1 burger sale.
God, I'm not a basic woman.
Hold me back! You got.
If people have this above any other Friday 13 movie in their rankings, I am really curious why. How, like, seriously, Jason's in this movie literally a little bit in the beginning, a little bit in the end, and you blow him the fuck up, and the way this Jason thing just goes from body to body to body, dude, and total embarrassment for the franchise. Seriously, like, what the fuck are you doing, man? If they would have stuck with the Jason from the opening scene before they blew him up, they might have had something there. And he did look decently good at the very end. And of course, the very end, that's when Freddy Krueger's glove pulls down the mask, which leads to Freddy vs. Jason. So we do have that. So I do thank you for that. But seriously, overall, this movie just... it's hard for me to watch this fucking movie. I have a little nostalgia in it, and that's the only reason why I might watch it. But it's going to be a hot minute. In 11th place is number 8, Jason Goes to Manhattan. And this fucking... ugh. Once, you're supposed to be in New York City, you're supposed to be Manhattan, but you're in it for just a little bit of the fucking movie. And you're mostly on a cruise ship, and that makes no fucking sense because all of these college students or high school students just... there's a bunch of them, and then they just slowly disappear. Like, there's no way. And Jason looks... his mask is so fucking yellowy. I am not a fan of the way Jason looks in this. And when you're in the sewer, at the very end of the movie, he is like a little boy. And you have the flashback scene with the main girl and Rennie, when she's a little girl and Jason's like pulling her down in the lake. Like, what the fuck are we doing, man? Seriously, you have a cool moments like that rocker girl, dude, she's so hot. And that boxer that gets his head boxed off, that was pretty dope. That was pretty dope. But overall, like the whole middle of this movie, maybe 3/4 of this movie, especially when they're just on the boat, just, yeah, I'll pass.
Son of a bitch.
Coming in at 10th place, it is Jason X, the one when he goes to motherfucking space. Yeah, this was, man, when a horror movie goes to space, right there is just, that means they don't know what the fuck, they don't know what to do. Leprechaun did it, pretty sure Hellraiser did it, if I remember correctly. It's just like when you go to space, it's like, literally, you have no idea what to do. And at this point, when they were waiting for Freddy vs. Jason, and they didn't know what to do, so like they were like, no, let's just go to space, and they fucking went to space, and you get that one
Oh, wow. It's been modified. Oh, you think? You guys might want to run.
Jason when he's Uber Jason, yeah, the Uber Jason when, you know, he's transformed. That was decent. That was cool. You got a few cool scenes. But I like the Jason in the beginning of the movie, before he gets frozen. That was pretty dope. You were stuck with that. But I like how the military, the government, was like testing Jason to see like why is he not dying. You had something going there, but then you go to space and it's like, it's hard to watch, but it's just an okay, good action flick where you might put on during laundry. You know, that's about it.
I don't think he's out there.
Why don't you just stick your head out and have a peek?
In 9th place is number 5, A New Beginning.
You hearing me, Junior? You talk. You dumb?
The reason why this is right there on my list, because this was the very first Friday the 13th movie ever watched, ever had. I had a recording on a VHS tape, and I watched it so much. And it still does give you that 80s slap.
Say it like you mean it, Ma.
Would you shut the fuck up?
Slasher vibe. It still has it, even though Jason is not in the movie, you still get that good 80s vibe. I love it. But yeah, without Jason, you're not gonna get far in the franchise without Jason. It's just like Halloween 3. Yeah, it's a good movie, but you're not gonna get far in the rankings. There's no way. So this has to be right here, number 9th. It's not gonna go any further. But I do enjoy the movie for what it is. You just kind of gotta like put it in a different category. Like when you watch this, you're expecting no Jason. So just have that mindset, and you see a lot of boobs, man. You do. Cocaine. This is where I was introduced to cocaine. Like I said, boobs. But this movie definitely is a good 80s slasher movie, so I'm not gonna dog on it that much at all.
A joke?
In 8th place, it is number 7, which is The New Blood. Brain fart.
Don't go out there!
Fuck you. No, fuck you both.
Yeah, this is when you have like Carrie meets Jason. You know, the chick that can like move stuff with her mind. I really like the way Jason looks in this. I really do. It was really dark in that one scene. He has that like, yeah, I'll put a clip up. I don't know how to describe it, but it's like a weed whacker on a chainsaw. Dope as fuck. But the young blood, the cast, not a fan of it at all. The main girl, not a fan. So this is kind of like really the last one of like, yeah, it's a decently good Friday the 13th movie, but it's like right in the middle. The story could have been better, but the Youngblood class, that really, the Youngblood was just not up to par. It's really bad rankings in my opinion. But overall for Friday the 13th movie, it's gonna slide in for 8th place, and my phone just went off and I need to put it on fucking silent. Sorry about that.
Let's get out of here.
Coming in seventh place, it is Freddy vs. Jason.
We've actually been sworn to secrecy, you know, by New Line Cinema here. But I'll say my one. This is my pat thing. Freddy takes a licking, but he keeps on clicking. All right.
He holds up. Let me tell you, he takes a good beating. But so does Jason. So you know, you just have to wait and see where those end.
Yeah, this story was a hot fucking mess. It was all over the board. But the fact that you actually got Freddy and Jason on screen, and we probably will never see this again. Literally, like, good fucking luck. It's gonna be, we can't get them to get their own fucking movies out there right now. Let alone crossing. No, it's gonna be 10, 20 fucking years. One day, I hope so. But the fact that you don't bring Kane Hodder back, because you got, you know, Robert Englund, but you don't bring back Kane Hodder, because Kane Hodder did the 4 movies just before this. He did 7, 8, 9, and Jason X. But then here comes Freddy vs. Jason. Nope, no Kane Hodder. But you got Robert Englund, so that fucks up. And the director, the one that did he ended up doing Bride of Chucky. He never watched a Friday the 13th movie or a Nightmare on Elm Street movie leading up to directing this movie. So, like, you get this fucking close to making a great movie and you bring an outsider? No, this should have been a Wes Craven, Sean Cunningham. You know, bring those motherfuckers in here. Tom Savini. Guys that know these franchise inside and out. But no, we didn't do that. And we got just a... mid-level fucking movie. What was... I have this a 6 out of 10. A 6 out of 10 mainly just because, like I said, you actually have Jason and Freddy on screen. Jason, I'm not a big fan of the way he looks in this. Not really a big fan, but I mean, it's Robert Englund. That whole Nightmare on Elm Street, I thought was fine. Jason's like, you did have a chance to bring back Pamela Voorhees, the original mother, Betsy. I believe that's her name. I am drawing a blank right now. But you could have had her back, but she didn't do it. So, but what I'm trying to guess with this, it could have been so much better. But instead, you just kind of played it safe with some scenes where you just, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. But so far, you guys 7th place in my rankings. So now we're down to the top 6, and this is really going to be start getting tough because the next 6 are pretty solid Friday 13 movies where it's automatically, I've seen these 6 so many times, and this one is tough. But coming at 6th place, it is number 3, Part 3. Yes. Yes, this is the one where Jason actually gets his fucking mask, and he's starting to become the way Jason is. His movement. A lot of people really love 3, so they might be a little surprised it's ranked 6th on my list. I do really enjoy the young blood, but it's just something about the whole Jason almost maybe molesting that main girl in her past. It was just like, I don't understand what we're doing with that. Really, that was like that in the whole lake itself. If you actually watch the movie, it's like literally not even a pond. A man-made bullshit little dam. It's the worst camp fucking lake. Crystal Lake is all... No, not a fan of that at all. But the Young Blood. I like the Young Blood cast. You got some hotties in this. It's a pretty solid Friday the 13th movie. That's why I give it a 6.5 for a Sky Jane score. And a 6th place out of 12. So it's not that bad.
That's better.
In 5th place, it is the sequel. And really the highlight of this would be the campfire speech.
I don't want to scare anyone, but I'm going to give it to you straight about Jason.
The most famous speech throughout the whole franchise. In the remake, they actually kind of replicated it, and I thought they did actually really damn good. But the speech in this, and they really set up the legend of, you know, Jason Voorhees, because he wasn't in the first one, just the very last second. So this is really Jason's first movie. And they really took the good stuff from the first movie. They brought it into the second movie and they kind of twist and turn with it. They kept the music, they kept the atmosphere, they kept the vibe. Because literally, it's Camp Counselors again, pretty much the same location, just right next door. So they knew what worked, and then they added Jason to this. So I really enjoy this movie, and that's why I give it a 7 out of 10 for a Sky Gene score. Whew, alright, we're in the top 4. I'm going to take a drink before you guys start murdering my comments, because you guys are not going to like what comes in 4th place. You ain't going to like it, but I'm being honest. Coming in 4th place is the original Friday the 13th movie.
How dare you!
Yes, I am. Just because it's the original movie does not automatically guarantee it to be the greatest. In my opinion, Friday the 13th the original is a solid, great original movie. I really do. It set up the tone for everything, but it's just not my favorite. And I don't think it's the best Friday the 13th movie. It's not even the top 2. And I will get into why. But coming in 4th place is the original. The cast was great. I actually really enjoyed the Young Blood. You got Kevin Bacon. Really solid casting. So that's nothing wrong. This movie is great. I mean, I give it a 7 out of 10. A lot of people might think it should be higher than that. I totally respect your decision. I respect your opinion, but I'm being honest, and I think it's a solid 7 out of 10 for a movie. It's a Friday the 13th movie without Jason. That's why it's not that up there, because it's his mother. It's a whole nother killer. And that right there just hard for me to put this above any other Friday the 13th movie when it doesn't have Jason as the main person. So it's really hard to put it up there. But the movie's great. It really came up with everything. And after this original movie, a lot of filmmakers try to replicate this. A lot. So trust me, this is a great movie, but in my opinion, it's the 4th best Friday the 13th movie.
Oh shit.
And now you're wondering, when the fuck is the remake coming in? Well, right now, because in 3rd place, it's the remake. And yes, in my opinion, the remake is better than the original. So, shoot me now, shoot me now. Yeah, I don't care. Why? Because I'm being honest, and I absolutely love the remake, and I thought they did a great fucking job with this movie. Besides a few things. There's obviously a few things where it's like, yeah, where should we do that? But the Jason in this movie, in the remake, unbelievable. One of the scariest fucking Jasons ever. Just the way his size is. He's like literally the biggest fucking Jason. He might not be the tallest, but he's pretty damn tall. He's pretty wide. And the fact that you get Jason with the mask. Well, you get Jason as a boy. You get him with, the potato sack. And you get him finding his hockey mask. So there you go. You got 3 movies. First original, part 2, and part 3. Jason in this movie. Home run. The way it looks, the cinematography is so sharp. I love it. And the fact that the soundtrack doesn't have Harry Manufini, he did the soundtrack for the first 9, 10 Jason movies, Friday 13 movies. But he is not part of this soundtrack. And it's a different soundtrack, and I love this soundtrack. I enjoy Clay, the main guy, and Whitney, the final girl. The brother and sisters, I thought they were brilliant. I really do. And the opening scene, how it was 25 minutes long, that whole thing, I enjoy that so much because you're really setting up the tone for the movie. You're setting up Jason the legend. So people that haven't seen the movie, if this was your first Friday the 13th movie, and you watch that first 25, 26 minutes, you're caught up to everyone else, to the point where you have a good idea of what's about to happen. And those characters, you know, I could have watched them throughout the whole movie. And you're wondering what the stuff that I did not like about this movie was really like the girls in the main group. The girl with showing her tits while she's, you know, wakeboarding. Her and that blonde dude, like, those guys can go. Seriously. It's... Because when someone dies and you're just like, that means you didn't do a good job setting up that character. You really didn't. And, like, the final girl, the one that you thought was going to be the final girl, that's, like, Trent's girlfriend that ended up going to Clay and she gets killed, that I was like, I didn't really care. It's just the way you set up her, I think you failed. It was hilarious, though. You do have comedy throughout this whole movie that does carry it really good. And the way that Jason, you portray him as a hunter and a survivalist and not a supernatural, I'm digging that, because when it's more human, it's more scary because it's more realistic and it really happened. Compared to supernatural, it's harder for it to really happen. So overall, I absolutely enjoy this movie, and yes, in my opinion, it is better than the remake. Not by much, but enough for me to definitely stamp it in third place. We are down to the top two, which is number 4 and number 6. These two movies are just amazing. Amazing. For when it comes to a Friday the 13th movie, Part 4 and Part 6 are... You have everything you need in these movies. And, well, let's just get it over with. Coming in...
Nikki, somebody's out there. What if it's that guy Jason?
I don't want to know.
Sixth place, it is number 6. The main thing that sticks out for this is my favorite Tommy Jarvis. And the fact how you really set up the supernatural Jason Bell. When you dig him up and lightning strikes, kind of like Frankenstein, and he's up, he's alive. And C.J. Graham that plays Jason in this, at least for most of it, I thought was one of the best, if not the best, Jason portrayal. You know, great fucking Jason. But like I said, the best Tommy Jarvis. And the fact that you actually have kids. Finally, you have actually kids at camp. Up to this point, you had no children. So that risk factor just went up tremendously. The young blood cast. I absolutely love this young blood cast. Everything about it. The final girl, she's a strong final girl, the sheriff's daughter. In my opinion, the best sheriff for the whole Friday the 13th franchise. Garrett, love this sheriff. He's the best. He reminds me of Ben Meeker of Halloween. He's that sheriff for me in this movie. But the way you get all of anything you think of Friday the 13th movie, you don't get nudity. That's really the one thing you don't get in this movie. But you got good young blood, good Jason, good Tommy Jarvis, good setting, good camp. The lake looks great. The camp looks great. You got a lot of blood, a lot of violence. So, in my opinion, this is the...
All right. I'm going, okay?
second best Friday the 13th movie. Which leads to number 1, Part 4. Yes, the final chapter. I love this movie so much. If you tell me what Friday the 13th movie we're watching, and you gave me I was told one, I'm watching this every fucking single time. You have the best Jason, in my opinion, Ted White. Yes, better than Kane Hodder. I know, I'm sorry. He looks great. You have the best Youngblood.
It says you're a dead fuck. What? A dead fuck?
Cast. The best without a fucking doubt. You got plenty of nudity. You actually have a great lake, and then the Jarvis house, and you're introduced to the Jarvis family. I can't get over how much I love this movie. And the music, the soundtrack, Christopher Glovin, his goofiness, I can't get over this movie. It makes me just want to watch this so many times. But it has everything you need for Friday. Seriously, part one, well, it's not part one, the original, part two, and part three led up to this great fucking movie. Absolutely love Friday the 13th part 4. It's, in my opinion, the best Friday the 13th movie. And I give it an 8 out of 10 for a Sky Gene score. Some people might say, you know, for the best Friday the 13th movie, you're only ranking 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10, in my opinion, is really amazing. So I'd set my bar really high when it comes to standards, and that's why it gets 8 out of 10, and that's a solid fucking score for a horror movie. But this is everything, man. Friday the 13th, the fourth, final chapter, is the greatest Friday the 13th movie, in my opinion. And if you guys want to talk about your guys' rankings in the comments below, I am totally down. Let's talk about this. I know we're all going to have different opinions about this, and that's fine. You know, if we all rank them all the same, that would be kind of boring. That's why we have this little discussion about what we think is better than others. And as long as you do it in a healthy way, that's all that matters. So, alright, Section Monkeys. I will see you all later.